Walk around the compound, see some tigers and maybe some Pete's. Hi, Slade. Hi, Slade-o potato. Slade-o potato. Hi, mister. And we stop. How you doing, bud? Hi. Hi, mister. Yeah. Yeah, you're all right. You're all right. Boomer 2. Boomer 2. Boomer as well. Yeah. Oh. Hello, all you big cat lovers out there. It's me, Derek, again. Welcome to another super duper fantastic walk around the compound webcast. I am getting this one done, getting this webcast filmed, and it's again I'm doing the day ofs. There's other times where it's like I'll film a webcast and then it's like I don't like post it until like a week later or something. It's like where are the raccoon monkey things? Raccoon monkey things. Raccoon monkey things. I don't have a key to go inside and get you to come out. Raccoon monkey things. Rackins. Rackins. Oh, this is you can see the color chart that we got here. Jamie actually periodically goes in and paints their toenails different colors, and that's how people can tell who's who. It's pretty ingenious. She can actually tell. Like, I have no idea. It's just lemur, lemur, lemur. That's it. But they're inside. It's not even, it's like actually a really nice day out. Like, what was it? It's too chilly. It's so chilly. I guess. Oh, just running around, getting stuff done. You know, one of those days where it's just a bunch of different things getting pulled in a bunch of different directions. Stuff that you got to handle at home, stuff that you got to handle with the facility. And you just want to have a moment to try to just enjoy a cup of coffee before you have to just get out there. I know, right? But you got to hustle. That's how it works. How it works in this life. You just gotta keep on hustling. You can sleep when you're dead. But, oh man. Hey, bud. Look at you, handsome. Look at you, handsome boy. Yeah, but Heidi is I mean she's got, there's so many different things that she's got to do as far as the facility is concerned, as far as you know, the administrative elements. Oh, it's just to do, and like that's the thing. It's like we need to, if we had, you know, gosh, if we had someone who could come by and sit in that office like 2 or 3 times a week, like who actually has, like, you know, professional background, like, oh my gosh, that would be one of the most amazing things in the world. And we've had people like, they'll email and then they'll offer and then it doesn't ever pan out. You get that a lot. People that, you know, that mean well, or they think like, I can do it, and then and this is not just administrative, it's just, you know, whatever sort of help. And then they say like, I'm going to do this and this and this. And then a lot of times it's maybe 1 or 2 out of every 10, like, I'm going to help you guys, actually does end up doing the thing. So, yeah. But speaking of which, there was an individual out yesterday, and oh my gosh, I got to get this individual's company information because he specializes in putting like internet out in like out like on ranches and stuff like that, you know, so people can have like game cameras and like set up like on the middle of like 1,000-acre ranch, so that like he sets up like beaming like Wi-Fi signals. And he was out yesterday and yeah, making it so like Wi-Fi is actually, I believe now, I haven't run all the tests, but yeah, we may have Wi-Fi now in like all sections of the compound, which is very cool and very exciting, especially now we got, you know, the Safari Suites down there, and we've got the TVs, and we do have some satellite TV down there, but like basic packages, if folks want to be able to watch Netflix, or if they want to be able to, you know, stream some of those things, that's going to be an option. So it's just like if people want to like bring their laptops and they want to be able to log on and, you know, watch, it's like they come to the facility to see cats and they get behind the scenes tours, and then like at the evening after they've had dinner and they're in their nice Safari Suite room, and then they're like, let's watch some BigCatDerek videos. They can do that now. that's a big thing. Like the interns, they can have like Wi-Fi, you know, in the vet center, because it was always such a thing, like for the longest time, because they would have to get the Wi-Fi signals coming from the house, and like they would have to like sit in the window of the front part of the vet center, or they would have to like sit with their laptops like outside, and it was just a weird kind of thing. So this just makes it a lot more convenient. And that guy, he was able to come by. I gotta get his company information. I'll get that from Heidi. I'll probably have to talk about it in a future webcast. That's an instance of someone who says like, hey, I got a thing I can do, I can help you. Bam, here we go. Christy Kroger, I keep on talking about her, but like her and her family, they you know, her folks, they got the metal pipe business, and knew that we had a need for some of that stuff, and she said like, hey, I got the ability, and then bam, it happens. The folks who actually made the sign, the Care Rescue Texas signs up on the thing, they said like, hey, we've got this metal sign company, and we can help you out. And we're like, really? And they're like, yeah. And then they did. They made signs, and then they brought them out and they installed them. So it's like, yeah, no, results are cool, but then it's like, you know, for every one of those, there's a lot of people who sit there and say like, oh, we're gonna do this thing, and it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge. And then it doesn't quite pan out. So then you kind of start to naturally adopt maybe like a little bit more, almost like I don't want to say cynical attitude, but it's just kind of like, I'll believe it when I see it kind of attitude. And it's not to sit there and say that I don't have trust or faith in people, but it's just like, you know, like it's really great, and I'm really liking what I'm hearing, but we gotta be careful that we're not counting our chickens before they're hatched. Yeah, don't count your chickens. I was trying to make like a reference with like Pete's, like don't count your Pete's before, you know, they've been squished. I don't know. I was trying to do something and it wasn't coming out that good, so oh man. But yeah, that's a way that, you know, administrative help. Oh my gosh, if we had someone that could actually help us stay on top of those kind of things, because it's just a continuous thing that needs to be done. Crossing I's and dotting T's. And it's something that eats up a lot of Heidi's time. And it eats up a lot of it eats up Jamie's time, and that's it. It's mostly Heidi's. I mean, she's the one that kind of sits there and has to do that stuff like all the time. And I wish that there was, I wish that we had people in the local area, like around Dallas-Fort Worth, who like did have the ability to kind of come by at least like once a week and say like, hey, I'm gonna sit here in the office, you got a stack of files that I can help with, I can file some different things. It would be one of the best things ever. You get a lot of people, they want to come out like, I want to work with the cats, and this is like, I want to file paperwork at a facility for cats. It's like, it's not the same. And I get it. I do. Temperature's actually really nice right now, but just kitties are just sleepy. It's just kind of like that middle of the day sleepy time. Middle of the day sleepy time. And it's like, actually, like, people say, like, how can I help? And, like, people who maybe they're not the most, maybe they're not the most physical, or maybe they're, like, of retirement age, but they still, like, they've got a lot of vim and vigor inside of themselves, but it's not like they're going to be out, like, welding things and, like, well, I kind of am past, like, the whole chopping cow heads off with an axe phase, but I still like to help, so it's like, hey, think you can help us, like, file some of our paperwork? Sure. Yeah. Oh, if that's you out there, then oh my gosh. But that's the other thing. People would say, like, I can do it, and then they'd contact us, and then it's like, you get someone who actually does want to do it. And we've had people kind of come out and express interest and desire, and then they come out maybe for a couple times and you don't ever see them again. And it's like, how many people, like, we can only invest so much time in people. It's like, you gotta, like, be, like, thinking that there's actually going to be something. There's going to be a future. There's going to be a commitment, and stuff like that. I wasn't even planning on talking about this kind of stuff. But I guess it's also, it's like, I see a need for it, and it's something that, I guess it's like in the front of my brain as I begin this webcast, so why not? That, and then also how expensive it is to have kids who are college age. Oh my gosh. Well, when people talk about, like, just like kids, man, they're expensive, but once they get to be like college age, like, you haven't even seen. Like, I always thought, because I remember, like, for years we were, like, raising the kids, like, man, kids, it costs money to raise kids. And then people say, where do they go to college? And this is like, actually, and I'm sitting there thinking, like, well, shouldn't that be like the time? Because they're leaving and getting out. And then it's like, I get it now. Holy crapola. It's good that I'm, it's good that I've got, I've actually got a job that pays, I guess, it pays relatively well, and it has, like, decent benefits and stuff like that, because, oh man, like, whoa, sorry, I made a noise? Did I make a noise with my voice? Was it because I had, like, a little bit of gravel in my voice when I said, oh man? You didn't like that, did you? I'm sorry. You always gotta be careful with vocal inflections. Layla says, I don't like that. Hi, baby. Hi, I'm sorry. Will you forgive me? Yeah? Did that sound too much like growling? Oh no! I'm gonna eat this grass now. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, Layla. See, like, how moody lions can be? Lions especially, just they have their own little rules for how, for how to, like, operate around them. But anyway, yeah. Something to be said about, because, look, I've talked about this before. I don't work for care. I mean, I do, in a sense. I mean, like, I'm here and I'm dedicated to the facility and I'm dedicated to the cats, and I try to raise money for the facility, and I try to beat the drum about, showing people, like, hey, CareRescueTexas.com, and come out and say hi and help us out, nonprofit, donate, and all that fun stuff. But I'm not employed by Care. I'm the operations director. Yes, I have a title here at the facility, and I try to do the best job that I possibly can within the confines of that title, but I am not an employee of the facility. I have a job. That's what pays my bills. And it's a good thing I have it, because holy crap. Jeez. Putting kids through college, man. And even if they got, because, like, got some lucky that Heidi popped out some smart ones because they were able to get some scholarships. So some of the big things were able to kind of get taken care of, get paid for, certain incentives and whatnot. Yeah, but still, oh my gosh, some of you out there, you know what I'm talking about. There's some Pride members out there who, yeah, they've got some college age kids themselves, and yeah, and it's just like different things. It's like every day's a surprise. Like, what sort of thing? Like, you need money for what? You did what? What? Like, yeah, if I don't get this thing, then I can't, and everything in my future is gonna not happen. And then you're like, ah, damn it. It's like, jeez. Oh. Well, I guess I can just eat beans for the next 3 weeks. Oh man, yeah, but it's good because it's worth it. You know, your kids and you love them. You know, even if and this is like also like this is the time of their lives where, you know, they kind of have that, just like they're adults and yeah, they have that independence thing kind of, but they haven't. There's a lot of things in life that they just haven't figured out yet. So like, and you're still kind of like the you know, the as like that parental role. You just like whatevs. They kind of got that kind of. They're good kids. I don't want to paint this picture like, you know, but they're you know, they're independent you know, teenage minds, and yeah, and who don't always like have the full grasp of like what life is all about, and you know, like the sacrifices that people have to make to ensure that they're being taken care of. And that's the big thing, because they can sometimes be just like, I don't like your decisions, and I'm just like, I make these decisions because you have no idea what you're talking about, and you would cause this ship to just like burst into flames and sink faster than the Titanic. If we did things your way, do you have any idea how disastrous that would be? And then they're like, whatevs, prison warden. And you're like, oh my gosh. And you get so mad. You take things personal sometimes. But yeah, it's just a whatever kind of thing. There's some people that are looking at me. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe there's like a tour that's going on. I don't know if like they're fans or whatever. Maybe they are. Oh my gosh, is he doing the thing? I don't, because sometimes it's like I mean, sometimes there's people that come on tours and then they're fans of the content and they're like, oh my gosh, can we meet Derek? Can we get a picture? I'm like, sure, that's great. But then there's like a lot of, you know, I don't automatically assume that people who come out and take tours of the facility are fans of my content. Hi, bud. Getting some rays, getting some sun. Oh, Mr. Man. Yeah. Still sleepy. Still sleepy. Oh. But, we've had like tour guys in the past where I'll be walking around and then they're doing a tour and then they're like, oh, this is, you know, hi, this is Derek from the Vine. And it's just like, they don't know what that is. And then the people in the tour who don't know, they're just like, I don't know, should I be impressed? Like with Vine, Grapevine or something? And it's like, no. Oh, hi, this is Derek from the Vine. Like, if they know who I am, then they're gonna know. You don't need to say. It's okay. Look at how pretty and handsome Milo is. What you looking at, bud? What you looking at? Yeah, it's Taylor. Oh my gosh. Holosass. Sassagram. The hologram sass. I think that this hologram's pretty. You know what? We may just want to keep the hologram even after we rescue Cassie. Oh. Yeah, it's that time period, like 17 to like 20 is like, whoa, man. It's like, because it's such an exciting time, because there's certain parts of your brain that, I mean, they're like, you really are becoming an adult, and you're thinking like at a higher capacity, and you do have the ability to really truly generate like these profound and abstract thoughts for like the first time in your life. But then it's like you don't have the commensurate experience of life to go with it. So it's just like, I have all of these, Father, let me tell you, I have these opinions and I have these different things. You have no idea what you're talking about, Father. And I remember being the same way. I remember thinking I just knew everything. Oh, just thinking I just knew the score. I remember thinking like, I just think I'm a genius. I really think I am. I remember that. Oh gosh. And I just look back, oh, just cringy, just douchey. Like some of the conversations I had, and also like I gave my parents a lot of headache and a lot of grievance and a lot of heartache, and I get it now, and I just when I like the next time I see him, I just want to hug him, just be like, I'm sorry for everything. Basically, all my late teens, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I get it now. I get it. I understand your frustration. I understand that you're just trying to just do right by me and just make the best choices for me. Oh, but that's the thing. It's like, you know, you love your kids, and even if you're going through this difficult period, you still love them. And again, I don't want to paint, because they're good kids and they're smart kids and everything. I don't want to paint this picture like, oh, those little bastards. No, I'm not trying to do that. It's just, you know, they are normal young adults who are, they're very bright and they're very smart, and they've got a lot of really great things going on for them, but at the same time they can have that kind of characteristic teenage, I know more than you kind of thing going on, and that can be a little bit frustrating. Yeah, I know. Scratching your butt. Scratching your butt. Scratch. Scratching that butt. Scratching that butt. Scratch. Hi. That's pretty nice. Is that good? Yeah? He says that will do. Wow. Oh my gosh, yeah, I know. You are just a glutton. He's like, why are you stopping? Why are you stopping? Oh yeah, I know. Papa, what are you doing? What are you doing, bud? He's like, life is too bright. Like, I hear you, bud. I hear you. Life is sometimes just too bright. Oh. Yeah. Oh. I gotta try to weld an exhaust pipe together so on an old truck so it can pass inspection after I get done filming this. So that should be fun. I've never done that before, but you know, we'll figure it out. I've been doing a lot of things lately I've never done before. Had to install a new water heater, had to, you know, do things, change out an alternator. You know, got help from Volunteer Dave on that one, so appreciate that last one. Yeah, I'm building and fixing things. Stepping outside the old comfort zone as far as some of those things are concerned. Yeah, I used to think like, well, I can't do that because I've never done it before. Yeah, no shit. Sometimes you just got to just start doing things. I mean, like, think of everything in your life that you know how to do. There was some point where you didn't know how to do it until you started doing it. And thinking about that, like, I like grilling now. A couple years ago, like 5, 6, 7 years ago, like, I didn't like grilling because I was afraid I was going to ruin the meat. I was afraid that I was going to ruin the steaks and the burgers. But it just was dumb. And of course you're gonna do that. Of course you're gonna, like, screw up a few times here and there, but you just gotta keep doing it. And then eventually you're gonna realize, like, oh, this wasn't as bad as I thought. You're always gonna be bad at the things that you don't try to do. This is how life is. This is how it goes. So I've kind of been stepping out. Wah! I've been trying to just do, you know, different things. And this is the other thing. As far as, like, handiwork and handy person stuff, you know, because, yeah, we had to put a new water heater in. It was gas water heater. You know how many videos on YouTube there are that can tell you, like, there's no excuse for not being able to, like, fix stuff and, like, install your own things. I mean, there's really no excuse. You can find videos for everything. People pay hundreds, thousands of dollars for handy people to come out and do your plumbing, do your electrical work, do all sorts of stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, yeah, you don't want to, I'd say electrical work, just like, just get in there. That's a good way to kill yourself. But this is a bad example. But I'm saying that there's a lot of, like, minor, low-level things that you can totally do. Just, you know, don't be afraid. Get in there, yeah. Get some dirt under your nails. Anyway, I'm really rambling all over the place. My head's in a weird place right now, I think. So, you know, just got a lot of things I got to do, and oh yeah, just my head's just swimming. Yeah, and there's, oh my gosh, there's stuff that is happening, that could be happening, that we don't know. There's things that are, you know, conversations that could potentially have, you know, some interesting ramifications for future stuff. But yeah, so there's all sorts of stuff I wish I could kind of talk about, but gotta be kind of tight-lipped for the time being. We're gonna end it on Holocaust. Sassagram. Holocaust. Holocaust. Sassagram. 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 All right. Well, guess we're not going to get a hollow squeak. Being a bit of a hollow douche. All right. I gotta go do stuff. I gotta go do things. I'll talk to you folks later, okay? All right. I gotta do the wave. I always gotta wave. I always gotta wave bye. Just have to do that. All right. Bye-bye.